someone's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, move over here. Do you know what class we're on? We have overlays. So,
What class are
Gray,
Jersey Gray Spring Cab. Spring Cab. That's close. Keep it there, otherwise I wish this was more convenient, but I just have the regular Jackson. Okay.
Let's just leave that.
And I'll set it to the wrong person. Oh, like Saturday. Get in the back of the room now.
Mike, 1 second.
No worries.
Thank you.
To the live stream.
We have a wireless mic connected, so they want to watch.
Yay.
Am I on TV now? Or? Oh, that's right. Sorry. Three Jersey Spring Cabs, and kind of a tough class for me. We got very different ages. We got I think I could have guessed these. Hello? Test, test. I could have guessed the second and third cabs here were twins, and they indeed are. And they, can you hear me? There we go. The second and third place cabs here, they're twins, and anyone could probably guess that. But I'm starting the class, the first calf here. She's just the biggest calf by quite a bit. She's over a month and a half younger, and she's the biggest. Obviously, given the second pair are twins, which I would have no reason to know. That was just a fun note. But the calf in first, just a taller, longer calf. I prefer her tail head setting just a little nicer than the second place calf. She's a wider calf throughout, particularly up in the front end. And also the first calf does track just a little straighter, has a little more width to the hockey looker from behind. Then second over third, Very similar pair of calves, as I mentioned, but the second calf just a little taller, a little growth here. Similar calves in their frame. I admire the depth and openness of rib, but just not quite maybe the blending parts, the correctness in the rear legs to get above the calf first.
Winning that class was Zoe Scholze. Second place was Kinsey Hench, and third place was Jackson Strandberg. Now entering the ring is the spring calf milking shorthorns.
Right.
A pair of calves here in the spring calf class, and two calves with each with some great strength. But I'm going to start the class with a dark colored calf here, a calf that's just so balanced and blends so well from part to part. She's super stylish. I love the straightness of line. She's walking on a great set of feet and legs. Goes over the calf in second here, just on the straightness of line advantage. She's stronger up in the chine. She's harder through the loin. And she just tracks so much more comfortable on her rear legs. A little less set to the hock, and I think a thorough replacement that's a little more ideal for me. But you grab back the calf in second, had a tremendous amount of depth and openness rib, but just not quite the blending of parts, the correctness in the rear legs to get over the calf in first.
Winning that class was Kira Bew. Second place, Rayanne Ruzick. Now entering, we have the open class spring calf milking shorthorns.
For the same citizen selected, Austin Lockenberg, first.
Amanda, you don't have to do that tomorrow if you don't want to.
I could do it tomorrow if I don't want to. I don't want to. It's too complicated.
Grace Kling has been selected. We will now be picking our 2 alternates.
Beautiful trio of calves here in this spring calf class. Really 3 exceptional nice calves. This calf in first year just has such a frame advantage, and so long and lean, and a beautiful set of feet and legs on this calf. We love the flatness of bone throughout. She goes over the calf in second here just on that big frame advantage. She's quite a bit taller and longer from end to end than is the calf in second. I'd grab back the calf in second. A little flatter from hooks to pins, a little nicer that tail head setting than is the calf in first. Second over third, just a little taller, but she's a decent bit longer calf as well. Love the length of neck, the length of body on the second calf over the calf in third. Calf in third, beautiful balanced calf, hard top. She just run into a couple calves that are a little bit bigger, but a fantastic trio of calves here.
First place in that class was Tanner Bew, second place to Kira Bew, and third place to Kenner Myman.
Why are we doing the whole thing in front of the boss horse?
So our 2 alternates were Jade Kling.
Yeah, he has a winter calf brown Swiss. So what do we? Okay, I thought we were going to brown Swiss, but I thought we were doing brown Swiss in order by breed.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, there is one. It's right there. That's why I'm confused. I don't know. This is that's a brown Swiss fall calf right there. Okay, so this. So this is a winter calf register?
Yeah.
Because this is the Ollendorf kid.
Yeah.
God.
Just one winter calf here, a calf that I'd love to see some more competition for. I just love the blending of parts, the depth and openness of ribs. She's hard top. She's walking on a nice set of feet and legs. Just a beautiful, balanced young calf.
Winning that class was Anthony Oldendorf.
Now we're having grade. So that's Sheila Johnson. That's Alex Gimler. That's Peyton. There, Kiana Blaken. Where's she? Kiana Blaken's the one I'm missing.
Got it. Which Blaken you want?
We're on winter calf grade Holstein. We're missing Kiana Blaken and Brady Blaken. We're missing both Blakens.
So anybody that's still on this end of the arena, our coach was
Both of them, Brady and Kiana.
Hold it, Brady. Does not have a winter calf. He scratched it. Who's the other one?
Kiana.
What? Must be a Melrose up there.
Kiana Blaken.
Melrose up there. Hold on. Sarah's going to go out. Scratched it. He
Okay,
scratched it.
apparently they both scratched.
You might go ahead.
He might, yeah.
A nice trio of calves here in the winter calf class. I'm going to start the class with definitely the tallest, most angular calf here, the half and half white and black calf here, but the calf, they just admire the length of legs. She's so tall, she's so clean and dairy. She's walking on an exceptional set of feet and legs. She goes over the calf in second here, just on that height and length. She's taller and longer. She's quite a bit longer in her neck than is the calf here in second. Calf in first also just a little more correct on her rear leg. She's wider at the hock. She's a little cleaner down through the hock as well. That grand back calf in second, definitely a deeper body, wider chested calf. But again, not the length and dairiness, correctness in the legs to get over the calf in first. Second over third, a close placing. Calf in second, just a little cleaner throughout, particularly back to the hooks and pins and thigh. Just a little less fleshy out over the ribs. You can give the calf in second the advantage. She's a little deeper and wider through the chest. Stands a little wider up through the front end as well. Taking out the calf in third does have a nicer, she has a little more correct set. Rear legs to her today, but not quite the dairiness to get any higher. Real nice trio calves.
It's all right.
Winning that class was Sheila Johnson, second place Alexander Gimler, and third place Peyton Pooler. And attention in the dairy barn, we need your fall calves ringside, please.
We'll throw one more here into the mix, and that winner from our previous class, calf that just I mentioned, just the calf that puts it all together for me. She's so balanced. She's got a great set of feet and legs. I love the flatness of bone throughout. She blends well from part to part. She's hard over the top. She goes over the calf in second. She goes over the calf in second, just on that balance advantage. She's deeper and wider to the chest. She's got quite a bit more forerib than the calf in second. And calf in second, as I just mentioned in previous class, she's just a little taller, she's longer, she's cleaner cut throughout, more length in the neck, more, she's just a little more correct on her rear legs today than the calf in third. Third over fourth, just on that balance advantage, she's deeper and wider, and her chest force is more open, and her ribs just a little cleaner out over the rib structure than the calf in fourth. Calf in fourth again, probably a more correct in her rear legs than calf in third. But not the cleanliness, not the angularity, the depth and openness to get any higher.
Yeah, because we don't have many small calves.
Winning that class was Anthony Oldendorf, second place Sheila Johnson, third place Alexander Gimler, and fourth place Peyton Pooler. Attention in the dairy barn, we need your...
What goes after fall? Or winter calf? Fall. Yeah, fall, then it's summer yearling? Yep.
Attention in the dairy barn, we need your summer yearlings to come ringside, please. And all fall calves if you aren't up here yet.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
So this is a winter calf? Okay.
Exception. Turn it off.
It's the little red button on the bottom, in case I forget.
Just one brown Swiss winter calf out here, a calf that we saw earlier, and just love the openness, the depth, the awesome legs, the flatness of bone, strong, wide calf that can certainly take a lot of competition. Well deserving of blue ribbon for this class.
Thank you.
The winner of that class was Levi Stiesel.
I want a picture. Picture. There's no cows.
It's one Jersey winter calf here, a calf that is not is probably tired of being in the show ring, young man figures, but a calf that I love the openness of rib. She's hard top, she's dairy angular, just a quality calf throughout, great flatness of bone. Not a lot I'd pick on her for. See more competition, compare her size-wise maybe, but a nice balanced dairy calf.
The winner of that class was Elliot Gimler.
Hi, we got a Christmas baby calf out here, and a calf that I really admire the length of body. She's got a great set of feet and legs. Love the hock on this calf. Just a real clean bone, flat bone down through that hock. Long, again, a really long calf. If I'm going to change her, I'd maybe give it a little more openness and depth of forward, but certainly some extremely nice qualities on this calf.
Winner of that class was Zoe Schulze. Now entering the ring, we have a fall calf Ayrshire.
One Ayrshire fall calf, a calf, again, you get calves in the classes that are the only one and you really like, you just really want to see more competition. But and I think this calf could take quite a bit. Just a beautiful balanced calf. Doesn't want to hold her head up, probably sick of the heat like the rest of us. But that calf, I love the blending of parts. Just a beautiful front end. Just blends so well up in the shoulder. She's got an excellent set of feet and legs. Just a calf, I think she's got a real bright future.
The winner of that class was Patty Huber. Now entering, we have our fall calf registered Holstein.
Down goes Frazier.
You have to sit there and let the whole room. Hold on. Hold again.
A November calf here, the lone entry in the fall calf class, but a beautiful balanced calf. Loads of strength and depth, excellent set of feet and legs. She's so hard top. I think a young calf that's got a real bright future. Just if I get a chance, you could trim her up a little bit, but other than that, there's structurally nothing wrong with this calf. This is a beautiful, well balanced calf.
Great. Great. You're like.
Winner of that class was Kira Bew. Now we have the fall calf Holsteins for the grade.
So fall calves. 'Cause we
Yeah, four heifers in the summer yearling class here, or fall calf class here, sorry. This black calf is being an absolute pill right now, but when she leads nicely, she's a very nice calf. Blends well from part to part. She's got a great set of feet and legs. She's hard top. Love the rump on this calf. She goes over the calf in second, just on that correctness in her rump structure. She's a little deeper and wider, just a little longer bodied calf. Calf in second or the calf in third. Similar pair of calves, a close placement. The calf in second, just a little more balance for me. She's deeper and wider in chest floor. She's got more spring to both fore and rear rib than does the taller calf here coming in third. Third over fourth, just on that frame advantage. She's so much taller and longer from end to end. She's a little cleaner and sharper throughout than is a wide-bodied calf coming in fourth.
The winner
We had in another calf for the fall calf class here, but a beautiful pair of calves to start the class here. This calf in first, in the previous class, I just mentioned how balanced she is, and she really takes that balance to get her to the top here today over the black calf. Just a little deeper and wider in her chest floor. She's got a little more drop to her fore and rear rib. And she is a little more correct in her rear and her thorough placement. Not quite as stretched out. Gives her a little flatter rump structure from hooks to pins than is the pretty long-bodied black calf here in second. Calf in second. Again, over the calf in third. Just on that overall length of the body, she's a bigger calf. She tracks a little straighter on her rear legs than the calf in third. Third over fourth. As I mentioned earlier, on that depth and balance through the chest, she's just a little wider through that region. Then third over fourth, just on that frame. She's taller, she's longer body, she's cleaner and sharper throughout than is a strong calf coming here in fourth.
Okay, the winner of that class was Kara Bew. Second place went to Kiana Blaken, and third place was Brady Blaken. Now coming in, we have our fall calf milking shorthorns.
Just an elite pair of calves here at the top here. Calves that could show at a national show, and I think both do quite well. I'm going to start the class with the smaller calf. She is a little bit younger. The speckled calf here, the roan one, she is just so pretty when she walks in the ring. She catches your eye. She's hard top. She blends so well from part to part. Just really love this calf on the move and line. Just really a well put together calf. She goes over the calf in second. It's on that balance. She's a little deeper in her heart, deeper in her forerib. She blends more smoothly up in the shoulder. She's a little harder through the loin than is the big calf here in second. Calf in second, you love the frame, the length, the extreme flatness of bone. Both calves with beautiful sets of feet and legs. This calf, not quite the depth. The blending of parts to get over the calf in first.
Winning that class was Hope Myman, and second place was Amara Streff. Now in the ring, we have the Summer Yearling Brown Swiss.
Okay.
One brown Swiss Summer Yearling, but a beautiful heifer on the move and really catches your eye. Just loads of style and balance. She's flat bone throughout. Love the set of feet and legs on this heifer. Walks on a great set of feet and legs. Tremendous strength up to the front end. She's wide and powerful. Just a heifer that needs to see more competition. Very nice heifer.
Winning that class was Jacob Stiesel.
Isn't that a spring?
Summer.
Catsman's is that spring.
Oh,
Oi,
Yeah, I touched it. Maybe I didn't.
You gotta press and hold.
Pair of summer yearling heifers here. A beautiful pair of heifers, a close pair. I'm going to start the class. This is a little bit lighter colored heifer. Heifer that's just a little more correct in the rump struck for me in the rear legs. She's flat over the moxie. She's got just a little more ideal in her throw placement. Heifer in second just gets them back just a little bit too far for me. Hoxing just a touch. If anything, I'd like to give the heifer in second a little more flex to her hock to get up over the calf in first.
Winning that class was Jay Stetzer. Second place was Nick Katzman. Now entering the ring, we have our summer yearlings for grade. Holstein.
A pair of summer yearlings heifers here in the class, and I'll start the class with a heifer that's just a little taller for me, but I give her the more frame advantage in that she's just a little straighter over the loin. That is a heifer in second. Heifer in first is a little bit longer bodied, a little neater in her tail head, setting the calf in second. You admire the calf in second for her strength and width, but just not quite the correctness in the frame structure.
Winning that class was Jersey Blaken, and second place went to Scott Johnson.
Two real nice summer yearling heifers, jerseys here. Two really similar made heifers, heifers that are deep and open in a rib. I love the side profile on both of these heifers. And I'm going to start the class. The heifer, it honestly is just a little bit taller. Other than that, I do think she tracks a little straighter in the hockey looking from behind. But again, just a little bit of an advantage in framing, a little taller at the shoulder, but a beautiful pair of calves. Very, very nice pair.
Winning that class, Strandberg, and second place was Hank Strandberg.
Three Jersey heifers out here, summer yearlings, and just a beautiful three heifers here. Hard tops, dairy, open ribbed on all three of them. I think it's very close. I think in another week you could switch these around for sure. But I started the class, heifer in first. It just shows herself off a little nicer today than the heifer in second. Certainly more stylish about the head. She's tracking a little nicer on her legs today than is the calf in second. Calf in second. Over the calf in third, as we just mentioned, they were not in the previous class, but second over third, just a little taller at the shoulder. Again, she tracks just a little straighter from the behind. You look at them, just a little wider in the hock. The calf in second over the calf in third, but calf in third, you're by the beautiful side profile. She's got a great openness and sweep to her rib. Just not quite the extension in her neck, not quite the height at the shoulder. Get over the pair of heifers above her.
All right, so we have a 100 Street, very,
One, one spring yearling here, a heifer that I love the upstandingness in the front end. She's got great width. She's got a great set of feet and legs. She's really wide back through the thorax and rump structure. If I was going to change anything, I'd like to see her a little straighter over the top line and down through the chine. But again, you love the upstandingness, the beautiful set of feet and legs on this heifer.
Winning that class was Anthony Oldendorf. Now we have our spring yearling Holstein grade.
A nice, good-sized class of spring yearlings here, and a close pair to start the class. I'm going to start the class with this black heifer. A heifer that just kind of puts it all together for me. I love the style and balance. She's so long-bodied and so and blends so well from part to part. She goes over the big, tall white heifer here. Just on that overall straightness of lines advantage, she's a little stronger over the entire top line than is the tall dairy heifer here in second. Heifer in second, again, maybe not quite the width throughout as the heifer in first. Second over third, just on that frame advantage, she's a little bit longer in her frame. She's a little cleaner back through the thigh than is the heifer in third. Heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. So you see she again, just the frame advantage. She's quite a bit taller at the shoulder and a little leaner throughout, especially over the ribs, than is the heifer here in fourth. Heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. Just a little more drop to her ribs, a little deeper in the heart than is the heifer in fifth.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna.
Winning that class was Sheila Johnson, second place Jersey Blaken, and third place William Blaken.
Yep. Go ahead. We fit one more in the line here. Again, we're going to start the class with the black heifer that I just really admire the length of frame. She's so long from end to end. She's wide up through the front end, wide back through the thurls. Going over the heifer in second, just a little stronger over through the loin. Maybe if she picked her feet ahead right now, but second over third as we just pull in the heifer in third here. Again, just a little, blends a little nice up to the front end, a little fuller in the crops than is the tall dairy heifer here in third. Heifer in second, just a little wider through the hawk. At the hawk, you look at her from behind today, tracks a little straighter. Third over fourth, just on that overall angularity. She's quite a bit sharper and more angular throughout. She's flatter and cleaner bone down through the hawk. She's less patchy out over the rub than is the big heifer here in fourth. Fourth over fifth, again, just on that frame advantage. She's taller, she's longer throughout. And fifth over sixth, just on that drop to her rib, she's a little deeper in her heart and rib than is the heifer in sixth.
Winning that class was Sheila Johnson, second place Jersey Blaken, and third place Anthony Oldendorf.
Beautiful Jersey heifer, the lone heifer in the class. And again, we go back to, I just wish there's some more competition. But you all can see how good this heifer is. She is so well put together. Just when you talk balance, this heifer is balanced. She leads out with so much extreme style on the move. I love the legs on this heifer. She's flat boned throughout. She's hard top. I love the blending of parts, just a heifer. If you were gonna pick out, you could trim her up just a little bit all over the rump, but a heifer that I think has a super bright future.
All right, winning that class is Sean Stetzer.
Either one?
I'm down
Oh,
to
there's-
Becky.
4 awesome shorthorn heifers out here. And certainly don't go to as many shows and see this many good milking shorthorn young heifers, and it's fun to see a lineup of this high quality. Let's start the class with the lighter colored heifer that just has so much style. You just love to see her on the move. She blends well from part to part. It's just an awesome front-ended heifer. She's flat boned throughout. She's got a great set of feet and legs. I just love the head and neck on this heifer. She goes over the heifer in second. Just in a more proper condition today. She's a little cleaner, sharper throughout. Just less patchy over the ribs and the rump structure. Then it's a big, powerful heifer here in second. I told the young man the heifer in second, if you could just clean her up throughout. You could swap her with the first heifer. Just an awesome heifer in her own right, and I think has a bright future. She takes that tremendous frame and strength advantage over the heifer in third. She's just bigger at the shoulder. She's wider throughout and deeper in her chest. Third over fourth, the close placing similar heifers, long-bodied, stylish heifers, just a little higher at the shoulder in the third heifer over the heifer in fourth.
Winning that class was Hope Myman. Second place, Drew Stetzer. Third place, Brooke Wagner. And fourth place, Mason Myman.
Congratulations.
Just one spring yearling Ayrshire in the class here. Heifer, that beautiful flat boned heifer. She's walks on a great set of feet and legs. She blends well. Hard top, I think a heifer that's got a bright future. Just maybe like to give her a little drop her in the forward rep, just a touch, but a beautiful balanced heifer, really flat bone, nice set of feet and legs on this heifer.
Winning that class was Zachary Dobson.
So now this should be,
I just want to let you know I have. We have to go before they can look at it.
so this is any other breed.
Pair of cross-paired heifers here, and obviously different crosses, and that always gets tricky to judge. But you know, I told them that the scorecard is
right.
We're not done yet.
Sophia.
We got some different crosses in here, and as I mentioned, that gets tricky to judge. But starting the class with this big black heifer, I think a heifer that when you just simply go to the scorecard, she just excels in frame. She's so big and so well grown. She's wide. She's wide. She's wide throughout. Love the strength and width throughout. She goes over the red calf here, just on that tremendous frame advantage. She's so much taller and longer from end to end. Take nothing away this calf in second. Really a beautiful, well-balanced calf. I love looking at this calf from the side. So much style and balance, but just not near the frame to get any higher. She goes over the heifer in third, just on that straightness and lines advantage. She's quite a bit stronger through the loin. She tracks a little nicer on her rear legs. Thorough's placed in a little better position than is this blacker heifer here in third. Heifer in third. You admire the depth and openness, not the straightness lines and the correctness in the rear legs to get any higher.
Winning that class was Owen Schulze, second place Riley Dobson, and third place Zachary Dobson.
Okay.
This one big black winner young heifer here, a heifer that great set of feet and legs on this heifer. You love the upstandiness of the front end. She's got great width back through the thoroughs. Loads of power on this heifer. I think you just want to see her calve in, but so many big time excellent things on this young heifer.
Winning that class was Kira Buell,
We will now be selecting an overall. We need Aurora Olson from the Dairy Goats. Kaylin Kira. Elizabeth Scally.
A pair of winter yearling heifers here, certainly a very close placing for me. Obviously, I flipped them here at the end, but heifer in first, the black heifer, just a little stronger through the loin for me, just a little neater in her rump structure, neater in her tail head setting than is the whiter heifer. Heifer in second, you could grab back just a little wider in a hawk and look at her from behind. Maybe a little sharper up in the front end, but again, a close placing. I do prefer the flatness of bone throughout. She's definitely cleaner about through the hawk, the first heifer, over the second heifer, but a close placing, nice pair of heifers.
Winning that class was Kiana Blaken, and second place to Brady Blaken.
Look at the back of the legs, they're covered in flies.
We need fly spray.
Had one in here for the open show, and this big black heifer that we saw just a minute ago. Just a frame that's awesome. You just love the straightness of line. She's flat from hooks to pin. She's walking on a great set of feet and legs. She's wide throughout. She's the widest heifer in the class. Just a beautiful heifer to win the class. She goes over the heifer in second. Just on that overall balance, she's deeper and wider in their chest floor. She does have the advantage in feet and legs. She's just a little wider at the hawk. You look at them walk around the ring. Take nothing away, the heifer in second and third, beautiful heifers in their length, their width, but again, just not quite the straightest of lines to get over the heifer in first.
First was Kira, right?
Winning that class was Kira Buell.
Then second was the same as before.
Just one heifer into any other breed winter yearling class here, a heifer that I love the height shine on this heifer. She's angular and flat bone throughout. If anything, I'd like to straighten her in the lines a little bit, but again, you love the flatness of bone, the front end on this heifer.
Winner of this class was Riley Dobson.
Now, this is the fall yearling Ayrshire. Is that correct?
This won Ayrshire in the fall yearling class here, but a heifer you have to admire for tremendous width throughout. She's extremely wide up in the front end. You see the power back through the rump structure as well. You know, this spring and openness rib. She's hard top. A heifer that I think's got a real bright future.
Winning this class was Lauren Rogstead.
Now we're going to do junior champion Ayrshire.
Just one fall yearling brown Swiss heifer here, but really similar to our last Ayrshire heifer. Just a heifer that exudes power and strength. She's got so much width throughout. You'll love the spring and openness to rib, the beautiful, deep, wide chest floor. She's hard top, flat bone heifer that I'd certainly be excited to see Kevin here in a few months.
Winning that class was Jacob Stiesel.
This one fall yearling heifer here again, a heifer that you certainly admire for her extreme length of body. She blends well up in the shoulder. Just a lovely front-ended heifer. Love the upstandingness. She's hard top and just needs to cab in and see some more competition. But I like how she looks underneath, and certainly some good days ahead for this heifer.
Winning that class was Jersey Blaken.
Jersey fall yearling heifer here, a heifer that's due here in a couple months, and a heifer you love the strength and width and power up through the front end. She's wide throughout. She's carrying good condition. You know, she's going to have a calf, so we of course approve of that. But again, you love the front end on this heifer. Flat bone, really nice set of feet and legs as well.
Winning that class was Elliot Gimler.
Now we have Holly.
This one short-horn fall yearling heifer here, end of November heifer, a heifer that really heifer without any holes for me. She blends well. She's hard top. She's got great balance. I love the openness of rib. I think she just needs to see some more competition.
Okay, now we're going to introduce you. Yes, we're going to do champions.
Winner of that class was Holly.
Winner of that class was Holly Myman.
Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit about her.
Minnesota, along with his parents and 3 sisters. The family continues their strong history participating in and supporting several agricultural organizations such as 4-H, FFA, Holstein Association, and more. After high school, Luke attended the University of Minnesota and graduated with a degree in animal science. He was active in Gopher Dairy Club, dairy cattle judging, and other campus activities. His judging highlight was being high individual at the Intercollegiate Dairy Cattle Judging Contest at World Dairy Expo in 2006. After graduation, he worked for CEMEX as a mating specialist and sales representative for 9+ years. In 2018, he joined Merck Animal Health as a territory manager, where he still works today. He is also very involved in the day-to-day operations on the family farm. The herd consists of primarily registered Holsteins, along with a few registered Jerseys and Brown Swiss. One of his herd favorites is his 9-year-old Holstein, Wordland Atwood Raya, Excellent 94. She was fortunate enough to win grand champion at the 2022 Minnesota State Holstein Show and has numerous other winnings and highlights in her show career. Another favorite is his 7-year-old Jersey, Raylor Excitation Buttercup. Buttercup recently classified 94 points and will show this summer. To top all this, Luke was engaged to his sweetheart, Sarah Fletcher of Atlanta, Georgia this past December. A spring 2024 wedding is in the works. Above all, Luke keeps his faith a priority and is an active member of the Christ the King Lutheran Church in Hutchinson. Let's give Luke a round of applause.
Just Terry Ayrshires in the show today, but 2, I think, high-quality individuals that could go to another level and compete and do quite well. We got our fall calf and fall yearling, and for me, the junior champion is going to be the fall calf. I think a calf that's just, I think, on the money today. She's got so much style and balance. She's clean cut throughout. She's angular. I love the openness of ribs. She's got a great set of feet and legs. And she's going to go over the fall yearling heifer here. I think a close place, but she's just more angular and sharper today. She's, I think, ready to win the show today, and just a little more style as she walks around the ring. Take that the way this powerful senior yearling heifer here. I think it's got a bright future as a cow. 2 really nice heifers to represent the breed.
All right, so this is the team.
three outstanding brown Swiss heifers here for junior champion, and just three, but they are awesome heifers. I think they could go to the next level and handle their own do quite well. For me, I'll just say we got our December calf out here, summer yearling, and our senior yearling. But for me, the junior champion is going to be the December calf. I think a handy winner. This is a big time calf for me. I love this style. She's so pretty. She's so clean heighted. She's hard top. She's got a beautiful set of feet and legs, and just really, really love this heifer. The reserve for me is going to be the fall yearling heifer. I think a heifer that follows that frame pattern. She's so correct in her frame. She's got great flatness of bone. A heifer that's as strong as she is, but still excels in flatness of bone. You just look down at her hawk. It's such a clean bone hawk, fitting reserve junior champion. And honorable mention be the summer yearling heifer that's just not quite as neat in her rump structure, not quite as flat from hooks to pins as the fall yearling heifer, but a trio of really, really exceptional heifers. We brought our pair of baby calves out here for overall Open Junior Champion, and a tremendous lineup again. You had these two awesome young calves, and certainly fun to show off the breed at the county fair. And I'm going to stick with the December calf for Junior Champion. Again, just an exceptional calf. I think has got a bright future. I think it's a big time calf, and reserved to the fall yearling again. And an honorable mention to the summer yearling. I think it's close. I think it's worth making another honorable mention for the big March calf here at the front here. But just maybe not quite as nice in the shoulder as the summer yearling to sneak over her. But I think a young calf that's got a bright future as well. Let's give him a hand. for overall junior champion here, and I think it's just a beautiful lineup. All hard top heifers, balanced heifers, heifers that I think excel and can handle a lot of competition. Junior champion for me is going to be that fall calf. I think a calf that is just so balanced. She's so correct from part to part. She has a beautiful set of feet and legs. Just a heifer that I think has what I'm after in so many areas. And reserve for me is going to be the March calf. I think it's an excellent March calf. I don't think I've ever made a March calf junior champion. Nope, next one. Fall calf. Yep. And reserved to the spring calf. I think a calf, again, she is just so tall, so long, so dairy. Another great set of feet and legs. Just does not have quite the depth of the fall calf. Does not have quite the depth of the fall calf to get over her for junior champion. An honorable mention for me would be the fall yearling heifer, a heifer that, again, just not quite as clean and sharp to get over the younger two. But I love so many things about this heifer. She's strong, she's powerful, she's got a nice set of feet and legs as well. Just not quite as hard over the top, not quite as angular to get up there for junior reserve. But a great lineup of heifers. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have our yearly
That was next? Okay.
For junior champion heifer here, I got 4 pulled out. And I think that, the pair of baby calves, March calves that I really liked in class and really wanted to get them out here to compete here, and 2 really balanced calves that are angular and great-legged calves. We have a fall calf here, a calf that didn't want to cooperate earlier in her class, but looking a lot nicer now overall. But again, just so everybody can see him, I'm thankful she's being cooperative. And then our spring yearling heifer here, a heifer that is just so balanced and correct in her part. She's got a great set of feet and legs as well. Junior champion for me is going to be the spring yearling heifer. I think a heifer that I just love her in her front end. She's got great width. She stands uphill, runs uphill. She blends extremely well. She's got a great set of feet and legs. Just a fitting junior champion today. And reserve junior champion, it's a little closer, but I'm going to go with that fall calf. I think a calf that really follows that pattern in her frame. She's long-bodied. She blends well up in the shoulder. She's wide throughout. I love her flatness of bone. She's angular. And it's a close place for her to go over the first place spring calf. Just a little fuller. She blends a little nicer up through the shoulder. She's fuller in the crops, a little neater from hooks to pins than is the deep-ribbed angular spring calf that I think is an awesome honorable mention. And the second honorable mention, of course, is second place spring calf. That's a great lineup of heifers here. Let's give them a hand.
And our junior champion of the grade Holsteins goes to Sheila Johnson, and reserve goes to Kiana Blaken.
Mic check.
We have one entry for our weather painting class. Definitely one of the lunar.
Our jerseys out here for junior champion, and I pull out a pair of summer yearling heifers and then the spring yearling heifer. And I think 3 heifers that got some awfully nice things about them. They're great in their frames, they're flat bone, they're angular. Junior champion for me is going to be the spring yearling heifer. I think a heifer that she's my kind of heifer. She's balanced to a T. I love the front end on this heifer. She walks uphill. She blends extremely well from part to part. She stands with great width. She's wide back through the thorough. And an excellent set of feet and legs. I think a fitting junior champion today. She goes over the summer yearling. That'll be your reserve junior champion just on that overall width. She's got more width up through the shoulders. She stands with more width in the front end than does the real angular, sweet, deep rib calf. Summer yearling will be reserved. Just they really admire the style, the cleanliness, the flatness of bone. But just not quite the substance and width, the blending of parts to get over the spring yearling. And honorable mention that second place summer yearling, a heifer that really follows that pattern. The openness of rib, it's beautiful sweep to her rib, the angularity. Just an awesome trio to represent the breed here.
Thank you. Oh, that's good. What is it? Sprite limeade.
I mean, I'm not thick.
We're not scared, really.
That's true.
I have immunity. Oh, here's a cup.
Oh, you didn't need to do that. Let me talk here.
Congratulations to
Oh, no, I got that.
Colin with a first blue and Dalton Merkowitz with a second blue.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for something else, so that's good stuff.
Just one Jersey spring calf here for grade junior champion, and yeah, unfortunately she doesn't have competition because this is a very well-grown calf. She's hard top. Another calf that blends well. You love the length, the body length, the leg on this calf. Just a bright future and certainly worth of the junior champion.
Our junior champion grade jersey goes to Zoe Scholze.
Yeah, it's great. Tastes like a Smirnoff.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. She pours more of it.
Now entering the ring will be our fainting yearly does.
Oh, fainting gold. Oh boy. It does smell like, it tastes like Smirnoff. Yeah, it does. I have a nuts. Oh my god, it tastes like Zima. Zima.
exceptional, this heifer. And a fitting pair of honorable mention, reserved and honorable mention to the pair of summer yearling heifers here. Heifers that are so similar. You love the side profile, the angularity, the hard top, the height shine, flatness of bone, just a fitting pair of heifers to be reserved and honorable mention.
Thank you. Our junior champion of the Jersey Open Show is Sean Stetzer, and our reserve is Winter Stramberg.
Just one great American Shorthorn heifer in the show today, the spring yearling heifer. Heifer that you love the flatness of bone. Just you look down at this heifer's hock, and it is a clean, flat bone hock. I think that's the picture perfect hock for me, and to exemplify that flatness of bone on the heifer. Heifer, she's hard top, she's long bodied. Just like to see maybe a little more growth on the heifer, but a beautiful, well balanced heifer.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Morgan Hurd for the
Just an awesome American Shorthorn heifer show. I really appreciate being able to judge this kind of quality this afternoon, and certainly the Milk Shorter lineup is no exception. I think junior champion for me is going to be that fall calf. I think a calf that is just so darn near perfect in so many areas. She blends well. She's hard top. I just love the legs on this heifer. She's flat bone. She's got a beautiful head and neck. So much length of neck. Just a clean bone, quality heifer all the way through. Reserved for me will be the spring yearling heifer. I think a heifer that follows, certainly they're marked similar, but they really follows the pattern in that she's a very long-bodied heifer. Heifer with a clean bone throughout. She's got a great set of feet and legs. Beautiful front end. Love the width. Just not quite the flatness from hooks to pins. Not quite as neat in her tail head to get over the fall calf for junior champion. And honorable mention me will be the baby calf. I think an April calf has got such a bright future. She is so stylish and so long. Another heifer that follows that flatness of bone pattern. I think certainly worthy of honorable mention. Let's give him a hand.
Sorry.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I mean, what? Savannah? Negative.
Shorthorn and reserve was won by Hope Myman.
For junior champion here in the Shorthorn ring, again, yeah, pretty simple. I'm going to stick with the fall calf for junior champion. Just a beautiful calf again. I think this calf is going to handle a lot of competition down the road, and certainly worthy of another mention of junior champion. Reserve junior champion will be the spring yearling heifer again. Heifer again that follows that pattern, that flatness of bone, that length of neck, length of body, the blending of parts, beautiful front-ended heifer as well. And I will mention there'll be the pair of baby calves. I think just calves that are really high-end baby calves, and that first place baby calf here, just a big calf, I think, for her age and beautiful legs, bright future. Let's give him another hand.
Winning the Open Show Junior Champion Milking Shorthorn is Hope Myman.
junior champion here in any other breed ring, and we got a pair of blacker heifers out here in the redder ones, and heifers, all four of these long-bodied heifers, so with nice sets of feet and legs. And I think the fitting junior champion to me is going to be that spring young heifer. That May heifer is so well grown. She is so big and powerful. She's got a great front end. She's finally leading a lot nicer for the young man here as she's out here for junior champion. But I think a fitting junior champion today. The reserve will be the winter calf here, a calf that I think follows that pattern. She's flat boned. She's got a great length of leg, length of body, super long in her neck. But let's give these exhibitors a hand. Nice pair of heifers for junior reserve.
Our junior champion, any other breed, is Owen Schulze, and our reserve is Zoe Schulze.
something.
Is this it for today?
Yep, this is it.
No, we got junior list 3, right?
Oh.
All right, out here for Supreme Junior Champion. Just an outstanding heifer show this afternoon, and certainly a pleasure to judge this kind of quality and to have this many different breeds represented at such a high level. It's certainly a lot of fun for me, and I appreciate the chance to come here. For Supreme Junior Champion, for me, it's really close. I think it's between two heifers, and I think you could go either way. I think both of these heifers are going to go to the next level and handle their own. But I'm going to go with the Brown Swiss Winter calf. I think a calf that she's just so pretty. She's big, but she's pretty, and I love the sweep to her rib from the side. It's just a beautiful heifer. I love the leg on this heifer. And she's going to go over the Shorthorn. It'll be reserved Supreme Champion. It's close, as I mentioned, but I just think, given the advantage in frame for their age, I think the Swiss is going to be the Supreme for me today. And take out to the way. I do prefer how the Swiss handled her rear legs just a little bit nicer. Wouldn't get her throws quite so far back. If you're going to grant back the Shorthorn just a little fuller in her crops, then is the Swiss, but a beautiful pair of heifers, and I think both. I think it's worthy to be excited about both of these quite a bit. Just an awesome lineup of heifers. Let's give them all a hand.
Supreme Junior Champion was Levi Stiesel, and the Reserve Junior Supreme Champion was Hope Myman.
Just one entry in the Junior Best 3 class, and we just have our Supreme Junior Champion Swiss calf out here, and just awesome representation of the Brown Swiss breed. 3 beautiful heifers, and you look at uniformity, and we got 3 heifers, all powerful, deep rib, awesome sweep to the rib on all 3 animals. They're powerful, but they're flat bone, and that's certainly an awesome combination. Let's give them a hand.
Thank you. I just called this Junior Brown Swiss.